Hey guys, Brent Hull Build Show, talking to you today on vacation with my family in Alys Beach, Florida, okay? This is a magical community. I'm gonna show you around, show you some of the variety, some of the textures, some of the sculptural things going on. One of the more inspirational places I know of. Come join me. So Alys Beach is a development that started in early 2000s. The success of Seaside, the success of Rosemary Beach, right here on 30A. What you see when you walk around these neighborhoods is white is the predominant theme. You've got very colorful shutters, got very pretty entryways. You walk into courtyards and then you kind of move into other areas. You see fountains, you see water features when you go into houses, you see small quaint pools. Philosophically, it's also a new urban development. What that means is that cars are parked in the back. It's a very walkable neighborhood. There's stores. We come to Alys Beach or Seaside or Rosemary and typically we'll park our car and then not get in it until we leave. Individual architects, I know a number of architects from Texas that have done houses for their clients here at Alys Beach, and I do a lot of historical things and all these things grounded in history, doing restorations and things like that. This is an example of a new community that is based on historical ideals. So Alys Beach is this place that is designed to be a colonial tropical island, right? Okay, this is a book, Bermuda Houses, written in 1923, okay? So this was a study of colonial buildings and colonial houses in the 17 and 1800s, right? So imagine what would have happened is you would have had European settlers coming to the Caribbean, coming to the islands and building houses, right? The houses, because they don't have the stones that you would have in Europe, they're trying to build with local material, right? And they're using local craftsmen. And so what you end up with is the styling of houses that's European, done in a way that looks rustic or primitive, right? And so a column might just have a cap. There won't be an ionic capital or anything else. There may not even be a neck to the column, right? It's a simple representation of that style. What you're looking at is then a community, right, that is kind of fashioned around this idea of this tropical colonial settlement. The houses are very close together. The street sizes are very appropriate. They're not too big. You don't have a big highway running through here. So everything is at a human scale, right? Everything's at a walkable scale. The size of the houses aren't big. I mean, these aren't 10,000 square foot houses. They're 3,000 and 4,000 square foot houses, 2,500 square foot houses, right? So it's a relatable scale. Now let me go show you some of these things. Let's walk through these neighborhoods and I'll show you how magical it is. So one of the things I love about Alys Beach is it's so organized yet looks rustic, okay? So even the way they've cut this stone here, that it's a travertine, kind of a shell-like stone, but it's not hard cornered, laid out perfectly. It's random, right? The way the grass, the things kind of grow into the past, looks like it's been here 100 years, right? You're going to see that the color in these entrances, each one is special. And because the way they build these things, you can build the houses one right next to each other, but just such a pretty, simple, right? That is a very simple entry. And yet the brackets are really pretty. They're green with the brown door. It's kind of magical, right? It feels like, where have I seen that before? It's tropical, right? And so because there's a Bermuda aspect of this thing, right? We see those colors, the shutters and things like that. I love this entry, right? Look at the sculptural nature around this doorway. You're hinted at as you look in there into an interior courtyard. So all these houses have this interior courtyard. You got this really pretty entry with these stairs that go up, kind of where does that go? You're kind of drawn in here. The scale, okay, the scale of this thing, so that there's not room for cars here, right? Cars are in the back. This is a walking area. This is a come out your front door and kind of enjoy the neighborhood kind of area. And so Even this one, you got these yellow shutters, right? And then another courtyard inside here, we get a glimpse to this little fountain. We get a glimpse to, this inside piece that we're not sure what it is. And so it's inviting, it's intriguing. This beautiful doorway here is blue, sculptural little pedestal that invites you in, kind of these open arms that come out. I mean, it's very organized, right? But each one of these things, right? You know where the doorway is, right? There's no guessing here. We know that's where we're supposed to enter. And then there's just these magical little fountains here, these little sculptural areas. It's just such a cool place, right? It's such a fun place to visit. This is a place where you park your car and you walk, right? Or you ride a bike and you enjoy what they've created here because you're really transported in this place. Okay guys, Alys Beach, right? Kind of a magical place. It's an organized, composed, relatable, scalable community, right? Designed and packaged around this colonial idea, right? It's a magical place, guys. If you're a builder, right? If you're an architect, if you're a craftsman, right? You can come here and be inspired. A lot of our buildings, okay, a lot of our design and architecture that we do back in Fort Worth is modeled after some of the things you see here. The scale, the sculpturing, the shutters, guys. There's a whole shutter video here, right? So it's an awesome place. Come visit. You're going to be inspired. I'm Brent Hull. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Thanks for watching.